last segment, we were going through this pitch deck, and we are here at this, the Internet of Things enabled mobile devices screenshot here. And the city of Rio Rancho really, like I mentioned, has potential for growth. And along with the Internet of Things district, we're thinking in the west side and a bit of it in Civic Center, could be a huge uptick in the prosperity of this city, and also to stop the brain drain from the city of Rio Rancho and also the neighboring cities. New Mexico has been giving up a lot of their resources as far as intelligence and their young graduates that leave the state, because there is, up to this time, there hasn't been so much focus on economic development. And that's what we're trying to do here, especially at the Civic Center Plaza. Once you start to build the Civic Center Plaza, people start to see your city for what it really is. As we continue here, mixed use multifamily also through the years has been known to be a hedge against inflation. And even though you might be a stock investor, which there's nothing wrong with that, but what we're seeing is stocks really haven't been doing well since this pandemic or coming out of it with the rise of inflation. So tangible things like real estate, commercial real estate buildings have always been a good hedge for it. And why do we say that? Because with interest rates that go up or the inflation rate, inflation rate goes up, so does the interest rate on mortgages as well, and also the interest of property value goes up. We see this, people might argue the fact to say, well, it is inflation, we don't want to invest anything because we're going to get out of control here. Well, if you were talking about the 1980s, I could understand that, where interest rates were anywhere from 14 to 18%. But we don't think something like that's going to happen, because the feds have tools in place that help dampen that. And we could see, even if it was to get up to 5, 6, 7%, and the interest or the price on units to rent or to even say facilitate as far as retail and post-COVID office spaces where people are wanting to get back, the price will go up with the inflation rate as well to be a hedge on that. We're already seeing that happen. Historical median monthly rents have gone up here. This is no exception to the rule, even though when I first came here in the fourth quarter of 2010, prices were a quarter of the price of, say, San Francisco or New York. But now we see that it's steadily climbing. You can still get a better deal out here on commercial land, buildings, and also residential, but it is going, and that's why we want to keep this in front of people. It's huge opportunity. Now, these are ways to invest. This is a hypothetical. We are looking for sophisticated GP equity partners, also Class A accredited investors at Class A minimal $250,000 or more, Class B accredited investors 100,000 or more, and we are also entertaining passive or limited partnerships. The amount of deposit interest per annum, amount of interest per annum, please check your choice. And these are the ones people say, well, we'd love to get involved in this, but we don't have 100,000 or $250,000. Well, you could look at it this way. If you have $2,500 to say $10,000 and form a group, and we can even help you do that, then you would fall under what we call the $100,000 investor. So there's huge opportunities, and that's what we see with technology now. There's lots of ways that people, they're getting creative to get involved. And prior to anything, please read, make sure that any money that you're investing, that just in case, it's not something that you need to live on. And that's what investment is all about, right? You're willing to take a risk on it, and you could reap the benefits. My information is down here at the bottom. Well, if anyone is interested, please take a screenshot. Once again, my name is Paul Matamoros. Office number is 505-318-1330, option 2. I am the Impact Investor Manager and CEO of Metro Properties Holding Company, and also doing business as Caldwell Banker, commercial real estate broker and developer. We are promoting these mixed-use projects here. And I'd like to continue on to talk a little bit more about this huge opportunity in Rio Rancho. Rio Rancho is a city that is only about 40 years old, which you will see in this video as the city addresses, or the mayor addresses the city. And what we see here, that Rio Rancho differs from its neighboring city to the south, and its which is Albuquerque, and its neighbor to the north, significant city, which would be Santa Fe, that these cities already have an ingrained culture in them, which is not bad. There are cities that would love this. But how I view Rio Rancho, it really is like the Silicon Valley of this area here, because it is modern. It was just a retirement area, but now they see that the average age here is 34. People are moving here, starting families, and it's always been a great place to have a family. Beautiful, lots of land, beautiful scenery out here, the Sandia Mountains. And so we see that there is a huge opportunity for people that do want to invest. Please, once again, feel free to give me a call, 505-318-1330, option 2. And this, we could talk further more about this. My architect and myself and my attorney, would be more than happy to talk with you. And then we would be more than happy to, we're working on the performance to give you that as well. If by chance that people want to see more on this, there's so much that could happen here. As what we mentioned with the Internet of Things, with technology the way it is, there's huge opportunity out here in the high desert. We're about 5,050 feet up in the air, very cool out here, but yet in the summer it gets a bit warm, but nothing like Death Valley. It's a very, very nice city, lots of room. So if in case we were to go through another pandemic like this and we start to build structures to meet those needs, I think that this city has a very, very good opportunity to be a model for the rest of this country in these things. Well, folks, we will be breaking soon for a commercial break. And next up, we will be talking about the city address from the mayor of Rio Rancho. Once again, if anyone does have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Once again, my name is Paul Matamoros. I am the Impact Investor Manager and CEO of Metro Properties Holding Company, and also commercial real estate broker here, DBA Caldwell Banker Commercial. We'll be right back, folks. We will be taking a break for